This time I'll start with the best of the best. You know, lately, ever since the transgender movement and Me Too movement has been going on, I've been getting a lot of nut jobs. Like I've seen on LinkedIn. Seriously, I've shared this with my group. LinkedIn, a guy who I know from India, successful businessman and all that, moved to Canada, struggled for a while, and today he is doing relatively okay. On his LinkedIn profile, he has put preferred pronoun. You know, your name, no? After your name, you put your designation or whatever. He has put his name, let's say for example, Ram Kumar, and he has put in bracket preferred pronoun, he, him, and I or you, something he has put. My preferred pronoun, he, him. I was like, what the fuck is this? And every sentence he has put is, you know, I respect he, she, they, them, zim, zers. What the fuck? So I was like, okay, forget it. And over the period of time, I've got some people asking me about transgenders coming to UAE, but where it proves irritating, I'll tell you where it proves irritating. I'll give you 3 small sub-examples. One was this Canadian, I think, girl. She's actually biologically a girl. And she was telling me like you know, imagine I'm looking on the camera. Looking on the camera, I can see a girl, looks like a girl, talks like a girl, has, you know, funny color hair. I'll not tell you what color. Funny color hair and lipstick and this and that and nose ring. And so she was telling me that she wants to come down to the Middle East as a creative this thing and whatever. I was just talking to her and I said, see, listen, being a woman, there are challenges. She said, excuse me. She's saying, I would appreciate if you respect my gender. So I was like, what is your gender? Like, I seriously thought maybe she's not a female, maybe she's a lady boy, or, you know. But she looked like a female, she sounded like a female. She's like, no, I'm trans. I'm a trans. So I said, you're a trans. Okay. So then I was just lost a little bit, because this was the first time I actually had, okay, you're fine. So, okay, you know, my mind just went blank, man, completely blank. So I was like, fine. And then I continued, and then she kept asking, okay, so what are the opportunities for trans? I said, I'm not aware of what is opportunity for trans. I'm aware of what is opportunities for men and women, because when they advertise, they might even be specific and say looking for a man, looking for a woman, or seeking the right candidate. So I said, you can apply for seeking the right candidate. No, being trans, I'll apply. Why can't I apply for man? So that was my first incident. Nothing rude, but it was crazy. I said, okay, bye, whatever, thank you. The second one was, this time it was a guy, and you know, like very feminine but plump, and he was saying, hi, how are you? Immediately I knew that this is a, you know, like lady boy type, you know, transgender, whatever. So, hi, I'm looking for fashion and and this and that. I spoke normally, and what I advised this person was more or less saying that I want to come to Dubai, it's a happening place and all that. And you know, I saw the outfit that this person was wearing, and this guy is actually wearing like, you know, kind of sexy, and you could literally see through it, like, you know, the nipples. And so I just told this guy, say, listen, if you're going to go to the Middle East, just make sure that you don't dress up like this. You have to be covered and all that. Excuse me, I didn't know you're such a sexist, what? Sexist, dirty-minded. I was like, wait, listen. I can see through your dress. I can see your bloody nipples. I can see your cleavage. It's like you're literally wearing nothing. It's like if I was sitting in front of you talking and I'm wearing a see-through underwear, and then when you tell me that you can see my appendage, I say that you're such a pervert. It's like, what kind of stupidity is that? I said, use your bloody common sense. Oh, you are such a, what freak, you are such a blah, 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 went on. I hate blah, 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 kept shouting. I was like, okay, sorry, I can't take this, bye-bye. Okay, this was the second one. Now today, I get the third one, and to my shock and surprise, Indian. Now this is the second Indian that I got from India. Like sometimes I don't know whether to take them seriously or... So this guy, he wanted a job and he's into IT. And the next thing you know, he says that, I told him, send me your resume and profile, and based on that, I'll get back to you. I said, get back to you. Okay. So this guy responds, you, question mark. Excuse me, I would like it if you respect me. I'm gender fluid, okay, non-binary, and you need to respect me with the proper pronouns, okay? So please respect and talk to me. Only then we can proceed or whatever. And then I wrote a long one. I'm an IT, this thing, graduate. I was expecting offers. I didn't get any. Why is it that I'm not getting? This is what I'd like to discuss with you. So when, when are you available? Blah, blah, blah. I just didn't bother. I don't have time for this nonsense. I just, bye-bye. I didn't bother. See, before I move to the other examples, when you have a sense of self-entitlement, when you have all these terms and conditions, when you want the whole world to change to your little world, to your expectation, to your parameters, people don't have time for this shit. Maybe this would work well in the West, in Canada, in US, where you can call, please don't call me he, call me zems, call me is biz, call me they, them. Even though the guy is, it's a guy, it's a dude, biological male, and wants to go to the girl's toilet and it is okay. And a female who was born as a female wants to go to the guy's toilet because she feels male. All this nonsense is acceptable in the West. But in the other countries, don't expect them to keep quiet and take your nonsense. They'll throw you out. And for me personally, I don't have anything against. You're transgender, you can identify yourself as a penguin, frog, girl, boy, alien, orc. Whatever you want to identify, I'm happy for you. But when you're dealing with me, if before even being my client, you start giving me your terms and conditions, listen, call me zem, zer, call me is, biz, call me they, them, treat me with respect, talk to me properly. Thank you very much, bye-bye. I don't want your money, I don't want your service, I don't want to deal with you, I'm not abusing you. Find someone else. And then they're like, oh, you're racist, you're sexist. They come out with ist, some name. Anyway, this was the first irritating example I wanted to give you. The second irritating example that I wanted to give you, I'll just give you, I think, two. This young boy, just imagine, I have spoken about it before, and I thought this was a one-off example. Once again, a young boy from India who is based in Dubai. I've even met same samples like this from India. He's based in Dubai, and on his CV, this is not a joke, huh? On his CV, he has put his photo like this, like this or something like that. He with the suit, huh? That also. His suit is like a rap artist. His suit is some peacock green, purple tie, pink shirt, and glasses, and he has put his CV as. His CV was around how many pages? 5 or something. This is a college graduate. 5 pages, and I was like, you know, very colorful, very designy and all that. And I was just wondering, what did he write on his CV that is a vision, mission, career objective? Vision, like a company, vision, mission, objectives. Then what is that word? Something profile synopsis. Profile synopsis. I was like, what is a synopsis and this and that? Okay, fine. After that, the first experience he has put, work experience, he has put founder and CEO. Okay, let that sink in. Founder and CEO. And below that, he has put he is the founder of a new startup and this new enterprise, and he's looking for funding and first round venture, this, that, and all that. And below that, he has put director of his some company. I'm pretty sure it must be his father's company or something like that. Now, what I'm trying to share with you here, you're just in college. Okay, you're just finished. After college, you're telling the world you're a CEO. You're a founder of a startup. So what position can someone give you? Can he give you trainee? So you're a CEO in the morning and you're trainee in the evening. Or you're CEO or managing director in the morning and you're receptionist or security guard or a marketing junior in the evening. I mean, where is your common sense? And what is this photograph like? It's like a rap video. And you know, when they speak to you, when they have the conversation, hi, I would like to discuss a few protocols with you. What? Like, discuss few protocols? What protocols? What shit are you talking? So sometimes I really wonder, like, is it like I'm outdated, or is this world gone so advanced to the point where it's become mad? What is all this? Sorry, I'm gender fluid. I'm searching for a job that matches my inner fluidity and my inner essence. You know, like this, you know, few days there's no food to eat. There's no place to stay. Nobody is going to take care of you and put your sorry ass. They're not going to provide shelter. Automatically your gender stops being fluid, becomes very static. Your pronouns are no longer important. And then this founder and CEO becomes, sir, I just want a job, sir. Nonsense. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. It's so crazy, man. I don't know what the hell is going on. Anyway, you let me know your thoughts. This is me signing off. Ciao.